Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. This is Jerry from BackCountry Wrenching. Today we're going to take a break from working on the Jeep. We're going to work on something different. Those two snow blowers I've had in the yard for probably the last couple of months. Gonna get them fixed up, ready for winter, and I'm gonna sell one. As I said, I plan on selling my quad. I had the ATV out after I fixed it up. It's working great. And there's a guy that's gonna be on his way over to have a look at it. Maybe he'll buy it, maybe he won't. We'll see. But that's what we're gonna get started on. So here we are, two snow blowers that I had picked up this year. This Murray was on a trade, and I'll talk about that right away. And then this Mastercraft I picked up for $250. Has a little bit of a carburetor issue that I'm going to sort out today, get it ready, and then I'm going to sell one of them. But now I'm going to talk about the Murray. Alright, for those who've been following my channel for a while, you guys remember years ago I picked up that Honda EU 2000i generator. I picked it up for $250, and I made countless videos on it, how to troubleshoot every possible issue. I rebuilt it. I probably made my money like 4 or 5 times over from revenue from YouTube videos. And since I got all these portable power stations now, I'm going that route. To make a long story short, I listed the Honda EU 2000i generator online, and I only wanted $350 for it. So I listed it for $375, less than half the price what everybody else was asking for it. Think I got any messages? Not one. People must have thought it was a scam. So I took it down, waited a couple weeks, and then I relisted it for $500 and then possible trades. So I had a bunch of people message me for some trades, nothing interesting. This other guy came up with this snowblower, and he said, I'll trade you the snowblower plus $350 cash. So I'm like, okay. So basically I got a snowblower for free because all I wanted was $350 for the Honda generator. The electric start doesn't work on it, but I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to fix both of these up, and then I'm going to sell one of them, keep one for the winter. Because if and when I sell my quad, I'm selling it with the plow, or I might sell the plow separate, and I can use a snowblower to kind of clean out my alleyway to the street. And the plow is okay. I just find that the plow is a little light, so it doesn't really move a lot of snow. So the snowblower at least will throw the snow and get rid of it. Alright, full choke. Let's hit the primer. So that's what happens when you take it off full choke. So this one here is puffing some smoke, so I'm going to do a compression test on it. Let's pull the plug out. Plug can tell a lot. You can tell it's running wet. So you can see this plug is brand new, no carbon buildup, and it's all wet. I got this compression tester. It's a little dusty. But we're gonna see just how much compression this thing has. Do some pulling. So after a few pulls, it's bleeding off. I had it up to almost 120, so compression is not an issue here. Engine's got good compression. Definitely leading out to a fuel system now, because as I mentioned before, if you have low compression, that'll also give you a sign why it has to run with the choke on. All right, just got the ATV loaded up for the last time. saying goodbye since having her new, since 2007. Sold it with the plow, 3,500 bucks. I'm well over halfway there for my overland trailer. And I'm back home. That was a couple hours. Loaded up the TJ, drove it out there, came back. I got a check engine light now. I'm gonna figure out why I got a check engine light. I got so many bi-directional scanners now, but I'm going to use the best one that I purchased, not one that was sent to me, the Tel 906BT. This is still the best scanner that I own, but it's also like 3 times the cost of the other bi-directional scanners. Just the interface to use it, it connects to every vehicle I've ever connected it to, where other ones have connection issues. Anyways, let's hook this up and see what's going on. Go to diagnosis, auto scan, see what the issue is. Powertrain, 4 faults, what's going on? So here we go, we got fuel level sensor failed, we don't have it connected, but we have a P101. So it says DTC status current, DTC last test passed, this ignition not ran, mill requested, since cleared and passed, and failed history, P0300 engine misfire. So the mass airflow sensor performance, I wonder if it got oil on it from the filter, I should say. I'll dive into this another day. Not going to worry about it for right now. I am definitely going to be looking into the big brake kit next year for sure. I do find with the trailer going down steep hills with the 35s, brake fade can happen very quickly, even with 4-wheel disc brakes. So I think the big brake kit in the front will make a huge difference and be a lot safer on the road. Struggle is real. It's a self-tapper that wants to fight all the way to the end. You can only struggle for so long until you say screw it and get the power tool. So I just have it all pulled apart here, and this is the primer hose right here. The primer doesn't seem to be working, but the primer hose goes on there and it's pulled off. I wonder if it's just getting too much air. If I just trim that back, reattach it, and see how it runs if I start it back up. I have to put the wire back on for the key. Man, why am I pulling it over like a peasant? Plug it in. All right, choke on. So that didn't really help us too much. So as you can see right here, looks like there's been some carburetor issues forever. Fuel lines rotted. I noticed the primer wasn't working, so it could be a fuel delivery system. But for what it's worth, off Amazon for $29, new carburetor, new fuel lines, new primer, new fuel shut-off switch from Amazon. So that's the route that I'm gonna go. It's gonna throw one of those carburetors on and take apart this one here and have a look at it. As you can see, there's gas that's seeping out like around the bowl seal and everything else. So for what it's worth, instead of trying to find a rebuild kit, I just picked one up off Amazon, brand new carb and all. Are you cleaning yourself? Is that what you're doing? Are you sunbathing? Hey Carmen, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's a beautiful fall day. Usually by this time we got snow on the ground, but I'm not complaining. So back working on the snowblowers today. I did only budget one day to get these done, but I sold the ATV and that kind of burnt up my afternoon. I have been on the hunt looking for some overland trailers since it is fall. I know a lot of people said I should build one, but right now it's cheaper for me to buy someone's project that they've used and modified it. It is definitely the cheaper route. So we're gonna see what we can find in the next few months to come. Oh yeah, she smells cooked in there. So I found the issue with the electric starter is that just reek. You can see it's all burnt up there right on the end. And that brush holder just got devastated. Must have ran super hot and just melted it. Yeah, not a good sign, not a good sign. This is junk. Toss it in the garbage. I am going to change oil in it though. I'm going to treat it really well. I got some AMSOIL 5W30 small engine oil I'm going to chuck in there. Yeah, I wouldn't think these engines have any more than a liter of oil in them, or a quart, whichever measuring method you use, but we're going to find out. Tilting her back to get every last drop. Looks like we're about a liter or a quart, just under, but it wasn't exactly full either. They probably use like the cheapest oil in these mowers. We're gonna give her some synthetic here. Gonna start really easy in the winter time now. So they're not making getting that fuel line out gonna be easy without pulling the flywheel off. I don't have a puller that's big enough to pull that flywheel, so we're gonna see if we can get creative. So you see these flywheel pullers all the time, or just like a threaded insert that goes on the crank itself. So what they'll do is they'll thread it on fully, then back it off a little bit. But what if I just put a socket over top of there and then hit it? Will it have the same effect? Oh, it worked. Hey, it worked. No fancy tool needed. There we go. Off. New carburetor showed up. Unfortunately, the lines at the game are too short, so I'm gonna have to run to the auto parts store now. Got a new valve. There's a fuel filter, new primer bulb, even new levers, new carburetor. I just took the old one apart. Had a look at it for shits and giggles and see not really too much to it. I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out with the new one. Slide that into place. This is going to be the moment of truth. Got everything transferred over. Now we just need to hook her back up. See what happens. Somehow I'm pissing fuel out of there. I'm not sure. It must be coming out of the primer. Oh shit. Feels just a dumping. Uh-oh. That's not good. The fuel line must have got tore inside or something. Well, it looks like the fuel line that tucks behind the flywheel must have hit it. Obviously we got fluid or gasoline leaking out from behind there. I don't have time to take it all apart again. Gonna have to save that for another time, not right now. Banff Avenue White Wit, 5% alcohol. Got a big old Elk on there. Alberta. Alright. Alright, cheers everybody. It's motherfucking beer time. It is a hot fall day. And it's time to shut her down. Things just didn't work out the way I wanted to. I think the carburetor is going to work. Apparently, I must have cut the fuel line too short because I pushed the fuel line back in behind, and apparently looks like the flywheel must have cut it. So we're going to have to take it apart, fix that, try it again. I'm out of time for today. Got a bunch of other things. I keep getting the P101 on my Vortec LS swapped Jeep TJ. Gonna have to have a look at that. There's a couple things I looked at just in case, because sometimes a map sensor can give you a bad reading as well. It's not a constant code. It comes and it goes, so it's not like it's all the time. But a dirty map sensor will also help lead to cause of that code. Like I said before, maybe I got some oils from using the air filter oil on the K&N style filter. Who knows? Anyways, it's motherfucking beer time. We'll get sorted out. We always do. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.